There's always something. Oh my God. Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and we are here in Studio 2.0. Spent the last weekend doing a ton of work over the week, just basically like repainting, doing everything in here, basically completely redoing the entire desk. And I'm surprised that everything still works. I'm going to have to get used to this camera angle. And I keep wanting to look up towards my face. And so I'll do something about that. But here we are. It is time. It's the day before Thanksgiving. So why not have an early stream? I'm going to get the Woody Wednesday stream tonight. And so basically it's one of those things where I'm going to kind of get in my time and, oh, wow, we're really zoomed in here. I'm going to go ahead and go back wide here. Hey, Jeff, welcome. As everybody's kind of...
Who's here hanging out with you?
Oh, my goodness.
That's the other Mike. That's Sparky.
Yes, dude.
I just want to let you know, we sent a bunch of people over to sub your channel, Mike.
Yes. And Mike wound up leaving an incredibly kind message on the stream from last week. And, once again, Mike, thank you. The words really kind of rung true, and I really do appreciate that. I texted, or not texted, but I emailed Mike Lane as well. He watched the Subaru video, which dropped today. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, we got people here today. What's that?
I said even Jason.
Even Jason.
You're in like prime UK time right now, so.
And that was the thing. So I'm on vacation this week, and it's kind of rare for me to actually be off in the middle of the week. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, so I was kind of like, why not have a stream early? Get the UK guys involved. Give a chance for kind of everybody to watch and hang out before the Woody Wednesday stream tonight. So I plan on going for about 2 hours. I'm going to be kind of giving you guys to start. And Todd is here, by the way. Todd has already said hi. But hi, Todd. Thank you for thanks for stopping by today. Are you currently working right now, or are you just kind of hanging out and doing both?
They give us like a half day.
Nice. I was wondering, and I messaged Todd late. Ken and I were recording our weekly Reliant segment this morning, and it was one of those things where I just hadn't really talked to many people over the last couple of days, just after doing all this work. And so Ken and I were together for like an hour or so. It was probably an hour and a half, and I kind of lost track of time. And so Todd, thank you so much for stopping by. And like I said, I wanted to give a chance for all the UK guys to kind of stop by, and not, like Steven, if he decides to watch now instead of like 1 o'clock in the morning, hey, there's an opportunity to kind of catch me a little bit early. So kind of a big week. I am on vacation, and it's been a lot of work getting to this point. I've been working hard on basically going through and completely changing around my studio. When I started doing this, we did have a lot of fun. It was pretty amazing. And I will go through, and I know that Todd was kind of putting things up on the screen, but I'm focusing on the camera, trying to be a little bit more camera conscious about this.
Part of the reason why smiley face on it, cut a hole in the center where the nose is, so you keep looking at the camera.
So actually, what's funny is I have a little guy sitting right up here for me to look at. It's Queel from The Mandalorian, the little Lego minifig. He's sitting on top. No, I know. I'm used to like the camera being up. I muscle memory. But it's been a lot of work, getting to this point. And when I put everything together originally, when I started this channel about 2.5 years ago now. Holy shit! Has it been that long? Hasn't been that long. 2024. No, about 1.5 years. I've been doing this 1.5 years now. I mean, Lining the Stars has been around since 2020, but in a different iteration. But when I started putting together the studio, it was a hodgepodge. I had put together, 2 different desks, and nothing was working. Nothing was kind of streamlined. Nothing was like I was making it work, but it really wasn't working for me anymore. And I had an opportunity. My boss in his office had a bunch of extra desks. He bought 2 too many of them. And so he went ahead and he said, hey, do you want one? And then I started dreaming. This is about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I started dreaming about it. Like I was like, oh, how could I utilize it? What do I need to do? And then, yeah, it really does. Um, yeah, it really does. And one of the things that I realized is like on the back wall back here, and I'll go ahead and switch over to the side camera over here. So kind of a creepy view, but here is the new workspace. Back behind me here, the wall was just a gigantic mess of what I called cable management. And really what that was a bunch of those like little sleeves that you attach.
Bro, this is such a creepy thing. Turn around and look at the camera. You're creeping me out. It feels like we're some stalker watching you. It's very strange. Then you can point at the wall.
I know, right? Like, right? Okay, so I guess yeah, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, so like the wall back here, it was really, really, really bad. Like the shelf across the top, everything like they weren't lined up, they were kind of off centered because I couldn't measure right. You know, the monitors, like one was kind of sticking out over here, cutting off the entirety of the second desk, so it didn't really make any sense. It was just an absolute mess. And so in order to do it, I had to take everything down. And then what was left was basically like the surface of the moon with craters on the wall. Now we do rent, and so that's not a good thing. And our walls are made out of paper mache. And so the only way to stick anything like heavy or substantial to the walls is using one of the, and I'm not joking, one of the 6 or 7 studs that exist in this wall. There are not studs like every 12 inches or so or whatever. They're spaced out really, really far. And so one of the things that I had to deal with was like trying to find the studs again after basically I had to go through, and on Saturday I went through and took everything off, and then I spackled. I completely spackled the entire wall, let it dry. You have to let it dry. The stuff that I got was a quick dry, and it was about 18 hours. I had to let it go. So in the middle of the night, basically I put the spackle on and then sanded down, and then did the painting, let it dry. And then the hardest part was getting this shelf up here lined up. I measured in all of that, but for whatever reason, I had a difficult time. This shelf, it was kind of bowed, and so it didn't want to quite sit flat. There's probably about a ½ inch or so, probably a centimeter gap at the very end down here where I can actually run the wires down from back behind for the cameras up top. But it took forever to get that lined up, and then it was a matter of getting, like, as soon as that was done, that was an hour and a half, and then getting the monitors lined up. I've had this monitor for a while. I haven't done anything with it, and the original plan was to use a bigger TV, but what I thought was a 40-inch TV was a 50-inch TV, and that wasn't going to work. It took up the entire space, so I went ahead and grabbed this monitor, and then getting these two lined up was a thing. So this one weighs 3 pounds and uses a very simple wall mount. And so that was, of course, the first one that I installed, which was a dumb idea. The one that weighs monitors, so the monitor that weighs a lot is my curved. So I have a Dell 32-inch curved, and this thing weighs like 25, 26 pounds. And this one has a special articulated arm, so I could pull it out, move it, and all that stuff. But getting the two of them lined up was impossible. Now, I got the shelves lined up perfectly, and I'm very proud of that. There is a 1/4-inch gap in between the two monitors here, and it slightly drives me nuts, but there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is. But overall, you know, once that was done, then it was just a matter of taking a day and going through and getting all of this like put back in place, getting everything organized and all of that, getting all the models displayed. I went ahead and did add another couple sets of lights. So there are 4 lights up top. And one of the things that, you know, I've noticed is when you have them plugged into USB and getting power through that way, it doesn't do a great job. And so I went ahead and took the USB and got a dedicated plug for each one of those. And at the very end, behind my Wonderfest 2024 model, the Slave 1 down there at the end, I bought one of the very few expenditures that I had. I got a special power strip that sits up there, and so everything's all running into dedicated power plugs. They're all on smart switches, so I can turn them all on and off by voice. my cameras now, like the CX405 can now power up. So I have my camera sitting over here to the side as well. I'll show you guys that angle here in just a minute. But I have the camera, like that one I would have to, because of the way you put in, the way you turn on the CX405 is you open the flap and then it turns off. It doesn't have, or turns on and then it doesn't have a power switch. So when you have the HDMI cable plugged in, you can't do that. So you got to unplug it to turn it off. It was kind of annoying, so I put that on a smart switch as well, so I can now use my voice to turn that camera on and off, which is great. Also went through and got all the lighting taken care of and all that jazz, all custom lighting, all the power for the models and everything all run along the very back there, and that was one of the very last things that I had done. And then just got a bunch of the models. So I have some models that I've completed. I've got the Slave One up there. I got Darth Vader in progress, but some of the models that I've completed over time are all up there. And so yeah, it's kind of the thing. So I definitely fired over the gap. The best part, how are they a spy cam for sure? The best part about this is, and we got the side camera over here, and Todd was instructing me. I got a little piece of tape right here. We're going to start pointing all of my cameras and everything like that. So one of the things, like, I don't want to mess with this on the arm because it'll get all shaky and jittery. But off stream, I'll go ahead and take care of that. But be able to have a central point on the desk to point the cameras.
But isn't that like a Jordan thing?
What's that?
Shaky cameras and adjusting them midstream and.
Yeah, but I kind of have a little bit of a professional setup nowadays, and so I'm trying to avoid some of the shaky cameras and stuff. I did fire up over the gap, and I really loved what you said. It's like almost professional. It feels almost professional in a way, but
don't go professionally correct on us.
No, of course not. And it already, like, I started making a mess, but then I cleaned it up for stream. It generally will stay like this for the most part. Like because this is the Jordan way that is still sitting over there.
Now you have no camera on it.
I don't, but I can go ahead. It's there. What I'm going to be doing.
If you get above your window, you can see it in the background there.
So what's going to happen now after stream today? I've done a bunch of recording now. So I recorded a couple episodes of the Subaru. By the way, the first episode of the Subaru WRC part work build from Mike Lane, it dropped this morning. It was a lot of fun to put together. I realized how many assets that I had to put together this morning for it. And then Todd came through in the clutch and saved me with my title card. Yeah, dude, you nailed that. That looks really freaking good. So I went ahead and swapped that around. Yeah, so I did a couple episodes of the Subaru. So Mike Lane last week went ahead and sent along with Todd, and a huge shout out to Todd, of course. I did not mention it in this video, but I do in the next because I did record a couple of them. The amount of effort, time, money spent that Todd took to get this model to me can't be overshadowed by the gift that was given as well. So everything that you do for me, like if this is a Thanksgiving stream sort of, I just want to say to you, Sir Todd, of everyone, I'm grateful for you the most because you just continue to come through in the clutch for me constantly. So thank you. I really appreciate you, sir. And for
about damn time. It's some recognition.
I know, right?
Around here.
Yeah, right. I only thank you in every single. You should check your YouTube. Like when you check in your channel, look in your like I literally in every video you get shouted out. But the one thing, and then what I shout you out for in the next video is the Subaru needs you on the instructions for this damn build.
Oh
my God, the instructions are so unclear. The angles are so far away. In between episodes, I had to basically go through, and in between the episode that I did, and then thanks, Don, I really appreciate that. And then the episode that I recorded, I had to do like 30 minutes worth of just kind of figuring out what they didn't tell you in the instructions. And there's no order in which to build things. There's none of that. So I'm having to do a lot of sussing out and figuring things out. And so where I shout you out specifically is the Subaru definitely needs a My Partworks site, as it is a challenge to do without you. So once again, I do appreciate you and everything you do. And then of course the community here. I'm thankful for just like crossing 800 subscribers. There's 800 of you that seem to buy into the shit that I sell all the time, and I think it's pretty damn cool. And you know, for HTM and for everything else. So I'm not going to get all sappy today, but you know, definitely thankful for the opportunity that's presented me to be able to do stuff like this. You know, thankfully this was a very low cost thing. It was like $42. Jeff, unclear instructions. Like, I build most of my models with the help of Todd. Like, straight up. Like, instructions are one of the most challenging things to get right. And I think that if there was a calling in Todd's life outside of doing what he does for his professional self, creating instructions for models would probably be one of the most amazing things for Todd to do. But yeah, so that's where the shout out comes next time. But the Subaru has been a fantastic build. It's been a lot of fun. But to finish the thought, and I'll go ahead and shut this camera down. We'll go back. Oh, God. I forget which buttons I'm pushing here. There we are. And let's go ahead and put her face back up. Everything's all programmed and new. Alec, you are an alien.
I'm not saying it's space aliens, right? But it goes without saying it's fucking space aliens.
So, only aliens are late to my stream, dude. Like, come on. Come on now. Come on now. So to finish to go all the way roundabout, let's go ahead and widen the camera out just a little bit. Oh, no. This one's a little, my new camera, the camera setup is just a little bit taller, so I can go ahead and get some of the bigger models out. But you know, the roundabout thought is that after this stream, I've done a bunch of recording. I'm going to be doing some recording this weekend. Kat and I are going out of town until Saturday morning. We're heading out to the Pacific Ocean and for Thanksgiving, something we've done for the last couple of years. And so we're going to be doing that. But when I get back and we're finishing a little bit of recording, but what I'm going to be doing until then is figuring out right back here. So I'm going to be moving some shelves. I have a new shelf that I'm going to be installing that's been sitting and waiting. I'm going to kind of display some stuff right over here on this side. I have an LED light that I want to put over the top. The Jordan Way is going to go sit front and center right here. And then some of like the promo stuff that I have, like you know how you have like the kit promo picture, like the posters that you get, like the one that I have now right back there. And then like I have the ones for the DeLorean, I have the ones for Darth Vader, and I got a couple other things that I could put back there. So I'm going to put some photos up back there, some art up there, and kind of work on a bit of a display. So I'm taking time off of work to work on my vacation, but that's how I do things. This has been really exciting. So yeah, that's kind of what's been new and updated around. It's really excited about all that. And so I guess without further ado, let me take a look at some of the chat real quick. I'm going to scroll back just to make sure that I haven't missed anybody. Don is here, and of course Ken's here. Let's see here. We saw Jason and Jeff, and Mike is here for sure. I like the stalker cam. That's fantastic. And of course Alec is here. All right, sounds good. And yep, no, that is definitely the plan, to have some fun this weekend. Of course you have the clip. Hey, Alec, this is me. And it's more like, this is Todd.
Steve Jenkins, he goes, this is why I couldn't live stream my builds. Constant cursing and squinting at poor instructions, and spent a lot of time editing out his expletive laden and frustrations. That makes for good streams though, man.
That's right. That's right. All right, so we're going to be working on the DeLorean, and I have gotten through stage 27 complete. So we have gotten basically the engine installed, and basically what I want to do today is I kind of want to work through stages, I don't know, all the way up through 30 something when we start thinking about working on the interior. That's where a majority of the mods for this model come into play. And so I want to take that, as this is a Mike Lane sponsored build. I want to take the time with this one to focus on the mods themselves. This car is an amazing car, but it is just a DeLorean. Now, that is a fantastic car. But that being said, the cool part is all the sci-fi stuff, all of the things that Doc Brown builds and all that. And we have a bunch of stuff coming up from Mike Lane to totally upgrade the internal parts of the interior, along with all of this amazing stuff that Todd had done on his build through my Back to the Future, my BTTFDeLorean.com. And so, you know, one of the things that I want to do is kind of rush up to that point. As I've done, like building the engine is going to wind up being about 3 episodes. As I've done 1 episode for, you know, each for building the wheels and tires and then for building the frame. And so I kind of want to do on the stream today, get as much up to the point, because I've got weeks worth of content for this. I want to get to the point where when I start recording and doing, you know, more focused content on the build, basically I just want to get up to that point so that it's, instead of like just the basic stuff with building a car, I kind of want to leave that for the Subaru just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get my parts out. I do have my BTTFDeLorean.com open up on the left side of my screen. And the one thing that is completely different and disconcerting to me, okay, this screen, my main screen, has always been over here. But now my auxiliary screen is over here, and I keep the muscle memory. Like I'm looking for my little keypad, you know, like I had, what is it? Nope. God, that's a creepy ass camera. No, I don't know what, there we go. I need to figure out the buttons. So my old keypad for changing my cameras was right over here, and I've already reached over here 3 times on stream looking for it. And that was just muscle memory, including the camera names and positions and the shortcuts that I had used on my system.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Is that Aaron?
Yeah, that was Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Nope. God, I don't even know what I'm doing here. There we go.
He gets on my case because I go out there and I go, hey, what's up? And he goes, I'm on the phone. And then he just walks in here and he's like, what are you doing? I'm on a stream.
Oh.
With Jordan. See him?
Yeah.
I'm just in the background.
How's it going, Aaron?
Nobody can see you.
Oh, you don't have your camera on?
No.
Good.
It's his stream. He's here for his stream. Not like that.
That's our OnlyFans. I didn't say that.
What are you building there, Jordan?
The DeLorean.
Huh?
Doing the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Doing the full Todd mods.
You gonna do the full top mod?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's not a small endeavor.
Nope. And I tend to do it for every single one of my models too, so I'm a little dumb. But at the same time, the way I see it is Todd has done all of the hard work, so we don't have to. So, all right. So I got the first 4 here. And I think we're going to start building. This is a fairly easy stage. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move this back a little bit here. Get our package open. Realize that I'm not prepared for building part work, so you're going to have to excuse me for a second while I get together some supplies. As usual, I spend 25 minutes bullshitting and, you know, as one does. So we're going to be focusing on the front of the car today, at least for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this over here. Get some of our cups out. And the one thing that I will say that I really love about the Subaru, and I know this is the DeLorean stream and I keep talking about the Subaru, but the thing that I really love about the Subaru is the fact that you have all of the screws. Like, they're all right there. Like, they're just there. You just pick and grab and they're all there. And the packaging doesn't get all muddied with little bags and stuff like that. I almost wish, like, and I get why they don't do it, but I almost wish that they would give you all the screws in the beginning. And the reason why they wouldn't do that is because, like, in regular like fan home builds and stuff like that, and the reason why they wouldn't do that, of course, is because, you know, not everybody's going to complete way to run an airline, that's hilarious. You know, not everybody's going to complete the build, so what's the point in giving them an entire screw set? But having all the screws in the beginning is really, really nice. It just makes for setup a lot easier, and you can just kind of reach in and grab the parts that you need. Does Gore do that?
Alec would like to know if you're going to use all of the new mods too.
All of the new mods on the DeLorean? Everything. So Mike is like, he's already sending me a care package, and he may be waiting until some stuff is finishing out a prototype to send everything all at once. But I have a full care package coming with every mod well, I'm assuming every mod, everything that he has available for the DeLorean, we're going to be incorporating. I have a few things. I'll let him know to leave the hood box mod left off to the side, because Howard was nice enough to go ahead and send that along for me, which was fantastic. When you get dashed, you get dashed, like hella dashed. And so, but he's sending along an entire package with everything that he has now. And then I'm also going to be getting the tree, the power mod, the Flux Circuit Pro, the flux capacitor, and the EL bands, and the reactor lighting. So I believe that's everything in addition to all of the mods. Is that correct, or is there anything I'm missing from his current stuff that he's producing for the DeLorean?
I'm sure he's going to send you absolutely everything. So
yeah. So this is basically going to be an entire Mike Lane build. There's going to be nothing from model mods. There's going to be there's a couple things that I thought about picking up, and it was really just kind of stuff for the engine. Now, I've researched this entire build front and back. I've tried to order as many things in advance as possible. I basically took notes on every single stage for paints that I need to pick up, and different applications for things. Like the things that Todd did for this model, like, now, I know you've said this, and I'd say this for the other people, but you feel that this is still like this is your first part work, but this is also one you feel like is your best as well, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did the most modding to it, and I feel like it's the most true to the real car, you know, and so I'm proud of it, right? Because I went like 1,000 extra miles to get things right where they would, as best as I could. That wasn't. I try to make it so it's not too hard for the next person to do, right? I try not to do too much, a whole bunch of custom stuff. And if I do a custom thing, I try to, like, if it's a 3D print or something, which I didn't have a 3D printer back then, but if it's a 3D print or something, I'll share the STL. Like, it's just if I design something or something, but it's mostly just, I was just trying to get it as realistic as possible.
And you nailed it. I mean, the thing is like, what really drew me to this, obviously, it's the DeLorean. You can't go wrong with it. But what really drew me to this was the level of detail that you brought. And so I went through and took notes. Everything that you did, I'm going to try to do. Now, there's a few things that Todd also sent me for this model. I have, like, the tire transfer set came from Todd. Along with, we got, what was it? You sent along the little purple clamps for the bottom when you're running the power along the bottom, or the wires along the what is it? Why can I not think of the term?
Door sills?
The door sills. There you go. And a couple other, like, little tubes and stuff like that. But the tube, like the little LED holders, were more for the stock flux bands. So I'm not going to be using those. But basically, you know, I have the entire set for this. I'm not going to be using anything else other than Mike Lane stuff, which is great.
Sparky.
You're good. So just so you know, like, adding, like, how I tend to do things, and I try to stick with it. Generally, you should see an episode of the DeLorean probably every 2 to 2.5 weeks. And so what I do is I rotate through. So I try to focus on getting the Reliant out on Mondays with Ken, as that's like my scale model that I'm building, and so I kind of got to focus some time on it if I'm able to actually do it on time, which I'm not always great at. But also as well, I go through and I release in order of build. So it's always going to be the Enterprise first, and then the Millennium Falcon, and then Darth Vader. If I have the parts for the Batmobile, which they're on their way actually, which is great. And then the DeLorean, and then the Subaru. So I'm currently building 6 part works right now, and so I got to rotate through all of those, and I have episodes recorded for all of them going for weeks out. And so, Sparky, you have some time, but
he doesn't have that much time.
Not that much time. So let's go ahead and get to building. This is, from what I understand, a fairly simple stage, and I don't know if you did too much modding. You did paint these brackets up front right here. You went brass with them, and I chose not to do so, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to worry about it. There's a couple things that I chose not to do.
That's okay.
Yeah, because there is some of this like we're just not going to see, and I chose to do like the engine did turn out. This magnet that I installed came out. I need to put a little stronger glue. I did decide to mod the engine almost as much as Todd did. So the only thing I didn't do that Todd did was over here. I don't want to keep flipping it around, but on the oil filter, I did not put the little sticker on it because I don't have it, and that is also not a Mike Lane sticker. You got that from what? A train company?
Yeah, it's just some guy that he prints his own water slides.
Yeah. So,
but Mike made stickers, didn't he?
You use that. I don't know if that sticker, the fuel pump sticker, is on there, and I don't have the stickers just yet. So, by the way, on Friday, I think Thursday or Friday, Todd, I went ahead and ordered you something, and it will be arriving from Amazon. I wanted it's rare for me to think about something to get you because generally when it comes to modeling, you already have it. I went ahead and did you see that glass dispenser that Ian put up on Tool Time?
Yeah, I ordered one.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I sent you one too. Shit.
Did you get the because I got the triangular one though because
that's what I sent you.
So it wouldn't tip over.
Yeah, I sent that one to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. They're cheap. And I saw it, I ordered it because I cannot get my oil to flow right now. What I'm having to do is use the dispenser as a depository, and then I just put fresh oil on top. So I ordered that.
You just run by and just deposit your oil and then run away?
As one does, absolutely. And so I ordered you one, so you have a backup coming just in case it breaks for whatever reason.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I ordered a few of them, and I'm going to be sending them along to people for Christmas gifts this year as well. So.
Well, let me know who you want me to send. I'll send yours on.
Okay, that sounds great.
Somebody you want it to.
Okay,
maybe you can send it to Alec since he lives right here. That
sounds like a great idea. We should do that. Let's do that.
Alec.
Alec, you got a gift coming. Merry Christmas. So yeah, he does do part works, and that's the thing. It's a glass solvent dispenser, and it has a metal tube versus the plastic one in here, and they work pretty well. So from what I understand, Ian said he tested it, and so we got to give it a try. So
I haven't tried it yet, but
yeah, I'm super
cold here, but I can see how it's beneficial.
Yep. And be able to see how much you got in there. I don't know. It was just something once again, I don't get an opportunity, it being a little bit more giving on my end. I'm trying to incorporate that as my mental health has definitely started to improve. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the build, shall we? So it looks like you did. So we're going to install the horn first. Okay, got it. So let's go ahead and get this building. And Alec, of course, not a problem, my friend. All right. You see what Sparky wrote? He said, it's okay. It's a time machine, so I have all the time I need, right? right?
Well, I think he has until you get into the early 40s. I think is when you start building that back bulkhead.
And really, it's going to be a couple of months before I even get to that
Oh, yeah.
point. Really, would it for me right now? This is going to be. I wanted to do this on stream today because there was a chance that Mike might be around, and the UK guys and all that. But this is going to be kind of like a culmination of a bunch of building until I get the mods, and I just kind of wanted to share this process with you guys. If there's any stages left over that I like, I'll obviously save those for an episode or whatever, but you do have some time. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. So, all right, let's go ahead, and the little trick here, this little piece of tape is where my camera tends to zoom in. So as we go in, oh my God, dude, I don't know why. Genius with a capital J, I say, with a capital J. All right. So this is going to fit in right here. And then there's going to be a bracket that sits right over the top. Now, one of the things that Todd did on his website versus what I'm doing is he went ahead and pre-painted the screws. After I do the installation, I'm going to go ahead and use my gunmetal AK marker. We'll probably do it at the end of each one of these stages, and I'll go ahead and show you how I paint the screws that go into place. So I just got to put them on.
You got to go and be different.
What's that?
You got to go and be different.
Well, you did not have the markers when this was being built.
It's so very true.
And if you had them, you would have.
I would have, yeah.
So there is a mounting pin right there, and that's going to connect in right on the other side of the screw hole there. Nope. This is a little fiddly of a piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm learning. And this is a NM screw. It says 1 NM screw, but it looks like 2 actually. A typo in there, Todd. Yep.
No.
It says use 1 NM, but in order to secure it, there are 2 NM screws.
What stage are you on?
Stage 27. There we go. Hold on. Maybe no. It's a GP screw.
One GP screw goes in the horn, and 1 NM screw goes in the body.
I scrolled too far.
You know what? That's twice now you've told me it's been wrong.
It's not. I'm a good friend. Yes, I thought I was being clever, but actually, yeah, I thought I was being clever, but no. Nope. Yep. 100% correct. I love it. Also, as well, this ratcheting screwdriver. Oh, so good. Have you used it yet?
Nope.
You haven't? Oh, so good. Okay, that's installed. Now we're going to go ahead and grab this one here using the mounting pin and 1 NM. Yeah, the one thing to watch out for is this. I don't know what voodoo magic Mike used to magnetize, or if it just came from Wera this way, but man, this is the most magnetized tip on any screwdriver I've ever come across.
Well, they have a magnetizer too. I thought about grabbing one, but I wasn't there to free shop.
Ian.
No, Ian does that. That's not me. Jess is just swinging by. He says, sliding through chat. Hi, everyone, but I'll see y'all later.
Hey, Howard. we are.
For stopping by.
Really appreciate you, man. As always. I know it's the middle of your day, sir, so definitely catching some people. Like I'm noticing like when it's early enough for Steven to be here, Steven Haynes. He's not here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get our fans put in place. Set them right over the top here, and then we got a couple of flange screws here, which is going to be our HPs. And for this build, I tend to use, like, I don't know, the amount of screws that you broke, and I know you weren't using 3-in-1 oil
I
when you
didn't know
started this
back
build.
then.
Yeah, but I tend these days to really use 3-in-1 oil in this model for everything. Like, there's no harm, right? So,
Nope.
also as well, did you see?
It does make a difference in the plastic too. They go in easier, but
much easier. Did you see in my video today that I remembered to lube the steering rack?
I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
Okay,
Just the part where you didn't mention me, and then I went and watched. I went and watched Wayne's stream.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Even Keith says it's snowing. Ooh, gross.
Ugh, sick, dude. It's currently it's projected to rain an inch today, and it's 41 degrees. So, you know,
73 here, sunny.
Typical. Oh, 73 and sunny. Oh, that'd be so nice. All right. And so one of the things we're going to have to wait for is I don't have the decal set from Mike yet. So there is a decal. It's just a radiator fan warning that sits right down here. I believe I can add that at any time because it's going to be exposed right up here up front. So, yeah. So that's the end of stage 27. Let's go ahead and get into 28, shall we? But yeah, so in the steering rack in the Subaru, like I was kind of working through the parts and like, you know, feeling the how everything moved, and I'm like, oh yeah, in kit, because it's also a rack and pinion, you know, sort of thing. They're very similar sort of style of steering, unlike this one. I oiled the gear and then completely lubed up the shaft. And I didn't make that weird at all, but it was the second time. So the boots that sat over this part on the Subaru, for whatever reason, the hole at the end wasn't big enough, and so I had to kind of cut it out and use a little bit of lube. And so, you know, I'm dipping it in there, and I'm like, you know, dipping the end of this, you know, I'm like, lube the end of the rod, and I'm as you do is what I make a comment on, and then. The comment that I got from Mike on the video, I think he was the first person to watch it, was, and now add a little lube, and then he just a big laughing face. And so, you know, Mike is a giant child, just like the rest of us. It's fantastic. All right. But yeah, so, and then I just kind of worked through, and like I took time to actually work the gears and everything like that, and it loosened up really well. The 3-in-1 oil, man, makes such a huge difference for everything. It really does. So let's get into 28. I have a second trash can with, it's dedicated specifically, it stays empty until it's time to build, and then I use that. I did liberally lube his shaft, as one does. But I have a trash can just for part work parts. I thought about this. This is great. This is awesome. All right. Let's get our screws out. We got some AP screws. I'm going to move this over here. And AP and FP screws. It's interesting too, like on the Subaru, like I used an entire screw set in one stage, like all the FM screws, one stage, and they're all gone. So it's interesting. Some very specialized screws. And then one thing I just caught up on too is that the plastics on these are done with blue lettering, and then the metals are done with black lettering.
Yep.
On the text, which is great. All right, so we're going to assemble the fan assembly here. Wow, that was astute. Okay. You did the screws. Okay, let's tell you the modding that you did there. All right, perfect. So this is groove, so it will fit only one way. So we're going to go ahead and grab the cowl here. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. So that is going to sit back behind here. And I see. Line that up. So it's like so. Is that right? No. Yeah? Does it stick out that much on either side in the back?
It's a pretty big. Well, I mean, it's been so long since I built this. It
Yeah.
sticks out the front of the radiator a lot. I mean,
Okay.
hood. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, so it does fit only one way. You're correct. So I was just trying to make sure I get it lined up right. Okay. And then 2 FP screws.
The fans can be mounted either way, but that has to go that way.
Yeah. From the front, Jordan, not the back. There we go. And was there, like, they obviously go through. Oh, hold on. I'm missing a step here. We got to put the back on still. I noticed like some people were commenting on your stages like 2023, 2024. Was there, like, obviously they've done some like redesigns and stuff like that, but was that kind of like prevalent?
I don't think the DeLorean changed at all.
Well, someone had mentioned, I can't remember what it was, and it was like somewhere in the early stages where like some of the, I think it was the battery cover, like the battery box cover or something like that was a little different.
Oh.
And yeah, they made a comment on it, and
the only thing I think that I know they ever changed was just the correcting the manual transmission. So
right.
Say hi to Trent. Say hi to Trent.
Hey Trent, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's a little early. Excellent. The usual suspects are starting to arrive. There we are. Oh, hold on. I see. Okay, what am I doing wrong? So this. I see. What's causing the lighting, actually, I have an on-air sign by the crossbow, so it's like it's a blue light that's pointing back.
Listen to him. Oh, by my crossbow.
By my crossbow, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as one does.
Yeah, I'll show it off real quick again. I have no problem like showing this bad boy. Is there anything incriminating over there? No, we're good. All right. In this room, you never know. So there it is. So yeah, on the wall over there is the crossbow that my grandfather made for my dad, and the picture of my dad is just kind of there off to the right. He's actually in front of the Liberty Bell, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so my grandfather made that, and the cool thing is, and when we switch back over here to the side camera, and when you see, I'll move my fat ass out of the way. It's kind of hard to see, but it has a machine gun grip. It was something that my grandpa was kind of messing with, And is that a shelf with lube? Yeah, lots of lube, sir. Oh,
Did you read that, Todd? I got 2 part works I held up, paid for, finally get my Ford GT parts, build it completely. One of the 2 packs of the Infinity Gauntlet. That's good. Maybe Fan Home's finally getting their act together. Maybe. I mean, it probably all comes in on shipments at huge times. So Jeff says,
right.
I'm back. What did I miss? No.
Just doing a little building.
Well, do you remember when we first got when you first had your camera at one of your very first streams and it looks like you had a dildo on your nightstand?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody remembers that.
Yeah, Ken, one of his favorite comments is, "Hey, what's that on your nightstand?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
says, is it possible to link a gift idea to the drawn names site from Amazon if it can't be found when searched for? Well, just put it in there's a little box you can put in your hobbies and stuff on that thing. Just put the link in there. That's what you're looking for. Trent says, who doesn't have a shelf of lube?
As one does.
All right.
Okay, that's together. Then, what am I missing here? What is this? Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab my regular. The only disadvantage to this screwdriver, and this is what she said moment, it's got a very short shank.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. All right. What am I doing wrong?
Dash says, is that a dong bong? Could be. I mean, it's Jordan.
You never know. Does this sit? Oh, let's see what I'm doing wrong here. I see what I'm doing wrong here. Got it. I'm not a smart man. I'm not a smart man. All right, so build that box. Build the box first. Then you can install it in place. And it will only fit in one direction. There we go. There we don't go.
Don't break things, Jordan.
I'm trying not to. There we go. And I already have my screw put in place. But yeah, the screwdriver's got a short shank on it, and so getting into some tighter places with it can be a bit of a challenge. As one does. All right. There we go. Now less of a challenge. There we go. Then this is going to sit right over the top this way, and it will go either direction. And then I believe I'm going to use 6 of the AP screws. And there's one more down there. Grab that bad boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Screwdriver's a grower, not a shower. Talking about your little stub.
Hey, it's how you use it. It ratchets.
That's right. But technically, you can crank it both directions. So
that's right. And if you don't crank it in both directions while ratcheting, you're not doing it right. You got to use both hands.
Don says we don't judge here. Yes, we do.
Bullshit. I judge myself.
Everybody's judgy.
I judge myself.
I mean, just personally. Your builds, everybody loves your builds. We love each other's builds. You do great work, man.
That's right.
You're an alien, but you do great work.
That's right.
Dash says he was laughing his ass off last night, going through Amazon, finding some things to add to his Christmas presents. Oh, what fun or mischief I will create on December 28th. He also said earlier that he said his Secret Santa buying is done, but you guys are going to be confused because he's sending multiple packages, so he's going to daze and confuse the masses.
All right. As with every part work, when I'm putting in multiple screws, don't tighten everything down until the end. And then just kind of work in a star pattern. I guess, like in whatever makes sense. Just to make sure it doesn't break and seats down properly. There we are. What should have been a very easy assembly wasn't. All right, so this is going to sit on these posts right here. So let's go ahead and get that centered up. And there are 2 mounting lugs underneath. So that is going to sit in. Nope, fans inside. Nope, there we go. Did I put this in upside down? Yes, I did. Finding out the hard way.
Ken says, back on your nightstand, is that a giant flashlight? Flashlight or fleshlight? Both.
Also, yes.
I mean, if they were going to build fleshlights, they could have put a flashlight on them at least.
Yeah, you got to be able to find it when you're looking around at night.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, no.
All right. Sparky says he's going to bounce, guys. Have a great evening. Love the new studio. Take care, Mike.
Take care, Mike. Thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate you. And everything you do. Okay. A bit of a tough thing here. I don't know why.
Dash says glow in the dark is the best. Ooh.
Hey, you got to be able to see it in the dark. You know, you have to. Have to be able to see it in the dark.
Well, that's why glow in the dark condoms never really took off. It's bright. It's dark. It's bright. It's dark. It's bright. It's dark.
I can't charge up. What's going on?
It looks like a disc. You're in your bedroom and it looks like a disco in there. Yeah.
Oh God.
You have to turn it over for this one. No, not that. The car.
The car. Oh yeah, I do, don't I? All right. What am I doing wrong here? Did I have it right the first time?
There should be 2 notches in one side. So the posts on that radiator housing face up.
These face up? Oh, yep. Okay, got it. I see.
And then you got to turn the car over to mount those 2 the round brackets to the bottom of that.
Where do they connect in, though?
Did you mount it on there upside down?
Uh-huh. I had it right the first time.
See?
I followed directions correctly the first time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the magic of editing. So I will do this a lot.
My video in deep. The whole glowing cockfight scene was great. Oh, yeah.
Oh, skin deep. Oh, yeah, that was weird. That was really, really, really weird. Ew. Who was it that starred in that, though? Oh, what was her name? Again.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. While you're doing it, it's bright in the room, it's dark in the room. It's bright in the room, it's dark in the room. It's bright in the room. Be like a disco. Right. Trent says that John Ritter was hilarious. I assume that's skin deep.
Okay. So what should I use? Let me get something to prop up back behind here so that it doesn't rest on the engine.
Dash is the other part where he came out twitching from the shock treatment. I guess, is this a movie I need to see?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So I got propped up on some UV tape and some micro swabs, as one does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perfect. And then this is going to go in with 2 FP screws. Okay. And like I said, the only mod that we're going to be missing right now is going to be the sticker that goes right here, but we can wait for that one. Get this lined up. Get it started on one side. Get the second one lined up. No. There we go. And get it tightened down. Don't over torque. You don't need to worry about that with the plastic.
Keith says Todd has homework. I know Todd, he's starting Three's Company. I know who John Ritter is. I just never seen Skin Deep. At least I don't think I have. Dash says,
Yeah.
Snap from American Gladiators, and yes, add it to your collection. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Dash says, I got it on VHS, but no way to watch it. Oh.
Ew. Is it in your collection?
I don't know.
All right, that's the end of 28. Let's get up to 29, and we're about to add a pretty significant piece to this with the chassis plate. So while this is happening, I'm going to go ahead and just leave
Crosby in it. Wow. Tasha Yar was in that movie.
Mm-hmm. I think it was one of the first things that she had done. And I think it was I'm thinking of the story of like when she did Playboy and why she did her hair all crazy like that. She did a crazy, weird haircut. And it pissed people off. All right, 29 is
I'm not waiting. You just go, go, go.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. This one should have been...
You haven't painted any of your screws, have you?
I'm going to go through... Oh, I haven't done that, actually. That's probably not a bad idea to do right now.
Far into this.
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do...
One that got him the shock treat. Oh. See, you know what? This is funny because this right there, that marking on the bottom of that is now how I chased who makes these cars down when Eaglemoss started going under, and I was starting digging through all of the manufacturers and everything. That Premium X was an IXO PCT option.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I started that train, that whole train of chasing things down.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, as Todd mentioned, I need to go ahead and do my screw painting real fast. And so while this is sitting upside down and propped up, I like to use, for this, Todd went through and used, what was it, the X32? Is that what you used? Or?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the X32, the titanium, aluminum titanium. And I found that the gunmetal from the AK markers worked perfectly for this.
No,
and
X56 metallic gray.
Metallic gray. There you go. So yeah, it was a little bit different. But so what I found is that with these, and I'm going to go ahead and back up just to make sure that I'm matching up. Yep. Everything is all silver up there. Silver. Yep. Okay. So all I'm doing is very carefully going around the screw top. This is stupid easy. It turns out so good. Gonna just put the end of the pen into the Phillips head. And just go around the outside. And just hit any screw heads on the bottom down here that I'm not seeing. Got a couple around here.
Dash says, are you going to go through and do the whole build all the way to the train version, or are you quitting at a certain point?
You know, that is a fantastic question. I have the entire thing minus I'm missing. So Steve was missing a few stages. Apparently he missed an entire pack towards the end of the build, and they didn't know. And of course he passed, so there was no way to like really know. So I'm missing 135 through 140, which is actually some of the hood box and all of that. So I am going to need to source it. There's currently not much available right now. I've got a lot of time before I get there, of course. But that being said, however,
how much? What do you need?
135 through 140.
I have everything but 137 to 140. I have 35, 36, 38, and 39.
Really?
Yeah. I had spares, especially towards
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah. Dude, awesome. But yeah, so beyond that, being that I have the stages, I'm going to go ahead and build everything. I don't want to store it. If I was going to be doing the fan home subscription, the answer to that question would be a resounding no. Why? Like, why? What's the point? And so, because in the end, it's all just kind of fluff. Like the tires are cool. Like the train tires are cool. I want the hood box. So I'm not copying Todd per se, but what Todd has done with his, how he displays his, is how I'm going to display mine. So I'm going to have the hood box, but I'm going to go ahead and it's going to be like a combo of Back to the Future 1 and Back to the Future 3. So it's going to have the regular setup and everything for it, but it's not going to have the flux capacitor, or not the flux capacitor, but the Mr. Fusion on the back. But it is going to have the hood box because the detail in the hood box is out of control, especially after the Mike Lane mod. So I'm going to go through and do the entire build. I will show it in all of the, thank you, Don. I will show it in all of the different configurations. We will go ahead and I'll have like pictures taken of each setup so I know. Yeah, the plan really going forward is going to be to complete the build, but then display it with the hood box and in the Back to the Future 1 setup. I would cut.
You can take the little metal bracket that the Mr. Fusion sits on. I just have that sitting next to the car, right?
Exactly. And that's what my thought is too, is like have all of the stuff that you can use. Like I'll prop the wheels up, like the do you have the one thing I don't have is the 50s tires. Do you have the 50s tires?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to talk to you.
You want them? I'll never use them.
Sure. Do you have them built already?
Uh-huh.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, that'd be awesome. If you want.
Take one apart if you want to see what it's like to have the special, because that was a special edition thing they sent along with the build.
Was it? Got it.
So Fan Home never did that because it was basically, I think it was the 2 comic books and then the wheels, I believe.
Okay.
I think those were the special editions that came along with it.
Okay.
3 was the white wall tires.
Yeah, the plan for the display is to have like all of the extra stuff, like everything that you get with the build. Like I want to pick up the hoverboard, the almanac, stuff like that. I think I'm getting all of that from Mike Lane. Actually, I think that's all that's coming.
Well, didn't I send you like the Enchantment Under the Sea little poster set and
you sent all that to Ian.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I had some of that stuff from Model Mods.
Yeah, and I know it's Model Mods, and that's the thing. Like,
yeah, the dash, it goes through 159. 159 is the book. 158 finishes the build. The car is done at 126. 27, 28, 29 are the plutonium box, and 30 is the end of the plutonium box and the beginning of the the train extension.
So yeah, that's kind of. I'm going to do the full build, but everything's going to be kind of displayed. Like it's all going to be just, everything's going to be sitting with it. I kind of want to figure out.
I agree with Dash though. You should ask Mike for his tire rack. For your.
Oh, he's got a tire rack?
Yeah, he said he's coming out with a tire rack.
Oh, dude. Yes. Oh, Mike, using the big old brain that he's got. That is fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and flip this over and get some of the screw heads over on the other side. Like I said, I need to figure out I just need to get the magnet put back in one of these wheels here.
Dash says going through his Ecto 1 parts, and they do not include the right door fix, so I'm going to have to fill that one in. What, Phantom's not? I thought they were. They were sending out the fixed door, weren't they? I could have swore they were. I thought Ian got the fixed door.
Thought he did.
I thought he did too.
I just made a boo-boo, so I'm going to quickly grab a Q-tip here. Like anyone's going to notice. But
You'll never be able to see that.
Nope,
the trunk is going to go for that. You'll never see it again.
Yep. Well, it's still got it up, though. I got to say, these little micro swabs are fantastic. Yep. They're fantastic. Yeah. So, but just using this pen is so easy, and
you're lucky those weren't available.
I know, and that's the one thing that like modeling. I think over the last, I don't know, the one thing that I think the pandemic did was do a great job of getting people into this hobby, right? Like the amount of companies that have sprung up doing mods and new paints and like everything since 2020 has kind of changed the game. And so stuff like this, like if you had this, your life would have been so easier because you had to take the time, go through all of the packs, get out all of the screws. I'm assuming you had to go through, go forward, get all the screws out, put them in the little special sponge thing that you did, and then airbrush them, wait for them to dry, and then deal with, any scuff marks. Now, obviously, you didn't get too many scuffs from screwing them in, but, that just seems like it was a lot of extra work.
Well, and I did it for every 4 packs, right? So when I get one for a month, I would do all the screws. I would stick them on a piece of styrofoam and paint the heads.
So it was almost like doing the windows for the Enterprise.
Kind of, yeah.
God.
It was one of those things where once I started, I couldn't stop. So.
Yep. I gotta say.
Well, I know. Eaglemoss originally was sending out the fixed door in issue 107. So, are you missing 107, Dash?
All right.
Doesn't that look nice?
It really does. Like it just makes the difference. It makes it look more realistic. Like it's hard. Like it'd be really cool if they could like give you realistic screws and stuff like that and bolts and everything. But God, that'd be a freaking nightmare to build. That really would. All right. So let's get into stage 29. And so, okay, you said that this was an IXO brand, right? Like an option, kind of like the Subaru is the Diamond 8 collection or whatever it is. So is this kind of like one of their collections that they have?
Premium X predates IXO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Premium X was a PCT thing, but that's what led to it.
This plate, by the way,
mm-hmm.
Heavy as hell.
And a fingerprint magnet.
Yep. Let me grab a pair of gloves real quick.
You're gonna wipe it off. I wouldn't bother with it right now. You're gonna touch it so much.
Okay.
I mean, from this point forward, you're gonna use that to hold the model. You won't grab it by the wheels or the front and back anymore. So
makes sense. Just wait until the end. All right, makes sense.
And you talk about the screws. There's only 1,365 in this model. So you look at the finished car and you go, how did they fit all those in there?
All right, just right here alone, there's like 20 screws just right there.
Yeah.
Not including this.
Dash says, I'll look again, but I'm missing all of pack 32, which is 119 to 122. Yeah, it was just a loose. It was marked 91A, the replacement Ecto 1 door. It was marked with a sticker that said 91A. It was just a loose clamshell that came with the stages 107 to 110, I think that was, of the Ecto. See, Alex says, I just made a wish list, just a few ideas what I like, and I'm thinking about what to buy for my recipient. Got an idea, though. Okay, good. That's how it works.
I need to go in and update it. It was just a lot of work getting everything done last night after everything was said and done. Like, it was just, I wanted to get the list out. Like, just get that done. So I need to go through and do that. All right, so Todd makes note in his site here, be careful anytime you're putting force on the chassis. Support the frame in other ways. Do not expect the suspension to actually hold any more weight than the model itself, if that's correct.
And even that's probably pushing it, but because that thing's pretty heavy when it's done.
Yeah.
I just, basically what I was saying is, if you're going to screw straight down onto that chassis, don't expect the wheels to support your force.
Right. So in that case, like, hold from underneath and
just pick it up, or that base is going to be so big you can set it on a block or something.
Yep.
You just don't want to push. You don't want to put force into the suspension.
Okay, that makes total sense. All right,
1,365 screws has to add up for weight. I'm sure. I think when I weighed this when it was done, it was like 22.5 pounds.
Yep. Just the screw box for the Subaru was a good 5 pounds. Like, it was a solid, maybe 2 pounds of screws, actually, now that I think about it. But it had some significant weight.
That's just I'm sending wood, and they're going to love it. All right.
As one does. As one does. All right. Get our DM screws out. And some BM screws. Wow, we got quite the selection here. I'm going to have to start putting these away soon.
Uh-oh. Did you paint your center chassis piece gray?
I didn't.
It needs to be gray, you know.
I know, and I'm realizing that right now. I have
primer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just primer. It'll dry quick.
Yeah.
Let me take care of that real fast. Let me grab my primer. I'm just gonna run outside real fast.
I think you're gonna keep your mic on, right?
Yep, I'll keep my mic on.
Just sing us you know your song so well. You should just sing us it while you're outside.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, what's that guy singing? What's this? What are those words? Light gray. Light gray. Now, this is definitely not painting weather. That's for damn sure. But it is warm in my room.
Uh-huh.
And I think that the thing that matters the most is the warmth of the paint. And we're only going to be spraying just a brief little bit here. So, all right. And this is plastic, so it's going to go on even easier. All right. I'm
going to play your theme. You sing while you're painting, okay? Here we go.
Well, I remember back in 24, building models in the cave of my floor. YouTube rolling like a train, aligning the stars to keep me sane. Laughter filling up my cluttered room. With three cats prowling through the gloom. Pizza in the oven, cheesy delight, while gluing my fingers. What a sight! I'm just Jordan, living life loud with a laugh and a fart breaking through the crowd. Got my Sonic Saber and Metallica on blast. These memories making me last. I might be Andrew, but ain't that a twist? In a world of chaos, I just can't resist. Well, my man buns wrong, but my heart's still white. Dial up internet, run the slow ride. Lacquer makes the room blacker, but I don't mind as long as I'm feeling some good friends combined. Listen to Lars as I paint and I glue. The silence like I always do. I can't. It's a permanent. Sonic Saber and the Metallica on blast.
Memories making them last. Might be Andrew, but ain't that a twist? In the world of chaos, I just can't resist. I believe I actually know the words to the song.
Now the sun sets low,
Sun's
the
getting
days
slow,
getting
the days
long,
getting
pizza
long,
and laughter, I'm where I
where I
belong. Three cats in
belong.
my house and I'm feeling
And I'm
just fine,
feeling
telling
just fine telling stories to the
that
stars that align. Oh, the world that
I
can't
made
will make me on
living
space.
for moments that none
When
can
dreams
replace.
can
So laugh
replace.
with me, friend, let the good
When the
times
good
flow. In
times
this quirky
roll, I'm a
little
forgive
life, I'm the
little life,
star of the
I'm a
show.
star of the show.
I'm just
Oh, I'm
Jordan,
just
living life
Jordan.
loud with a laugh and a fun, breaking through the crowd. Got my sonic saber
Can't see any of the comments, so.
Oh, they're good.
building these memories, making them
Can
last.
I last?
I might be, but ain't that a
Ain't that a
twist?
twist?
In a world of
In a world of chaos, I just
resist. So here's to the night with glue and with grace. To the modern laughter I'm proud to
embrace.
With each little moment, I know I have won. In my funny little life, I'm still having fun.
Oh my God. Well, there you go. Some karaoke. All right.
That was good timing.
It was. It was like it took the perfect amount of time. All right. Well, that's probably the first time I've sang on the internet, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, luckily your mic wasn't picking it up very well, so we
Oh.
can blame the mic. I mean,
I was outside. Yes, there were.
I changed my thumbs up to a thumbs down. And Keith says it's safe to unmute yet.
That was a blast. God, I can't believe that. If I was doing that inside, it'd be one thing, but hey, here we are. All right, so that's not going to take long to dry.
Sketchy shit, doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it, oh, doo-dah day.
Yes. I actually still rock the man bun. I just don't do it. Yeah, thank you. I actually still like when I don't brush my hair and I'm not wearing a hat, and if I want to keep my hair out of my face, I still put it back in the man bun. It's still long enough. I just choose to brush it instead of not. So it's still there. I am going to cut my hair, but I thought about one of these days just having like a little tiny man bun on stream to freak you guys out. That would be oh man, I love it. So anyway, while we're waiting for that to dry and karaoke is over with, I see a couple more things I need to color. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that.
Sonny Crockett's here. I like that name.
That's awesome. Welcome, Sonny.
Trent says, I don't recommend quitting the pizza place yet.
No, I'm not a musical Einstein here. That's for sure. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe I even agreed to do that. I'm glad that my mic was cutting out. That's all I got to say about that. All right.
You're a trooper.
I am. All right. So let's see here. We're going to put that underneath. So we're going to go ahead and start with installing this part. We're going to start by putting this. Oh, excuse me. Disgusting. This goes this way. And then these two posts.
Ken says for karaoke at Wonderfest next year.
100%. Don will be there, so we definitely karaoke at Wonderfest next year.
Yeah, Don will love our singing.
Yes. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take this plate, find the holes. Am I right?
Mm.
There we go. Now, holding it, we're going to secure this with 2 DM screws. Let me get these out. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. And, oh God, can I do this one-handed and crossover? I'm going to grab the PH1 because I noticed with this one, this model, for some screws and some connections, using larger screws or a larger screwdriver helps because you're not having to use as much torque to screw it in place. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that this is the only model that I kind of use anything other than the PH0. All right, into our oil.
Yeah, I try to use the PH1 as much as possible. Sometimes the head slots are too small and you got to use a smaller one, or the hole you have to push the screw into is too small for the head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just more torque available. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that plate is on.
And this is where I was telling people, I'm like, put your hand underneath it. Don't crank down on this, expecting the wheels to support it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see why, because this is right in the center, and
Sure.
it will, it'll evenly distribute a lot of force across the entire model. All right, so that is still drying. While I'm waiting for that to dry, where that goes is going to be underneath right here.
I got 4 screws to put in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. 4 DMs.
Don says, "Oh no, please no karaoke at Wonderfest." Don, you're the first one to sing, man.
Yeah, bro. We'll get you drunk enough. It'll be good.
I'll make him a "Wood Is Good" song. He can sing it.
The fact that I know the words and the tune to an AI song is kind of a little sad. But it's a good tune, though. You did a great job with that song.
Thanks. I like to think so. Jesus. Calm down, Todd.
Yep, so just slightly supporting the model.
Ken says it's a really great song. Don says, "Fuck no. You really want to make the dogs howl? That's the point." I don't know how many drinks it's going to take, but we should make it happen.
Yep, I agree.
Alex says, "I bet if Todd makes a song about me, it's going to be alien themed, isn't it?" It would have to be part of it.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so can I move on without putting that center plate on right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. And I love that.
Honestly, it can go on anytime.
Yeah, because it's just underneath and it's kind of out of the way. So, yeah, that's sitting and drying, and it's about halfway done already, which is crazy.
Yeah,
we'll let it cure.
That's okay. You can start the next one and paint your tubes and tape stuff.
That's right.
The tubes will eventually go across it, so, but you have time.
Right.
Dying over here.
Yep.
I'm allergic to this heat.
70 plus degrees.
Says, "That's it. I'm coming for sure now just to sing to Don." Excellent.
Yeah, Don loves the singing. He's a big singing fan. You know.
Oh yeah.
He really does enjoy it.
And make sure there's lots of lights in the room.
Yes, really bright. And aliens. Lots of aliens. Okay, so that is a 29 taken care of. Let's go ahead and get into 30. We'll go ahead and set this off to the side. Yeah, this is now pretty hefty, man. Like, these are starting to really it gets weight quick. Okay, stage 30 is going to be some of our exhaust pipes here. Actually, these are not exhaust pipes. These should be cooling pipes heading back from the radiator to the engine, if I'm not mistaken. So Let's go ahead and slide this out of the way. I have my props ready to go, however. So slide that. Get our package opened. We've got about a half hour or so, so I think we got some time. Got at least one more stage after this one done. Okay. All the parts out. Yeah, come on. Yeah, get out. Come on. Get out. Good Lord. These really big packages that are deep are really kind of annoying. That's also what she said.
That you're really deep and annoying?
Yes. It's shallow and annoying is usually what I hear, but, that's besides the point. All right. These are all plastic bits, despite the
Says he
coloring.
guesses he'll be a lone wolf next year.
Went from hanging out with everybody to not.
He'll be hiding in his room under earmuffs, the pillows, the mattress on his head. John says, I was already planning on avoiding aliens, so I guess I'm shit out of luck now. Yep.
God, I've used I've used every single one of my little cups now. Hopefully I don't have to use it anymore.
He says there's no Woody Wednesday tonight.
There's no Woody Wednesday tonight. Oh. Interesting.
I'm looking. I don't see anything from Buck.
It says Buck is still working on his studio, isn't he? You got to work like I do. Get it done in like 20 hours. It's not like Buck is moving rooms or anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess you can go long if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go for. I could probably go a little bit longer. I have a little bit of a project to do, and then Kat's going to come home and we're going to get some food. But yeah, I can go for a little bit longer. Probably run out to what, about 3:30 or so, possibly. I think that should add an extra half hour to it. That's not a problem at all. I have the entire model. Like, it's okay. I've just cleared out the first box. I'm going to need, after we finish the stage, I'm going to need to go through and go find my next box. So I went through and took all 160 stages and put them into individual fan home boxes. I eliminated a ton of boxes for the Millennium Falcon only to do it again for this one. It's just the box that Katrina put this in was so huge and so flimsy. It was just, I couldn't do it.
Keith said Buck message he wouldn't be able to make it. Oh, all right. He's been out of commission for over a week now, is that right?
Yeah.
He didn't see that. No reason to put on pants then. I guess.
You put on pants for streams? That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm wearing. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But you could do it without him if you guys wanted.
I mean, you could. Don't
We
need
can just
him,
do.
even though it says posted by Buckman's Model Mania.
Yeah, it doesn't have to stream to his channel. So if you guys want, like, we could set one up for you if you want.
Mm-hmm.
If Buck's okay with that. Like, I don't know why.
I don't know why he'd care other than, he's getting his stuff done.
Yeah. So Ken, that's a good idea. Let us know. We can set you up a stream if you want. Okay.
Oh, he can do it. He knows how to do it.
It's true. All right, so we got some cooling pipes going on here. You did do some modding, so let's go ahead and do that. You grab some aluminum tape, and what you did is you went through, and for everybody out watching, he went through, and at the ends where the these are supposed to be like little hose pipes, went ahead and just took a strip of aluminum tape and made it look like clamps at the very end. So we're going to go ahead and do that here. Did you just cut like one long strip and then
I know I cut a bunch of strips.
cut a bunch of strips? Okay,
Yeah, one long strip, it'll curl up, gets unmanageable.
good point. So let me, where are my scissors? It's one of those few times where I don't know where something is. There we go. So we'll go probably about, what would you say, about an inch or so is good enough for a length to wrap around?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would try one. I think all the black parts are the same diameter, so I would just try one and see if it's long enough, too long, too short.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust.
And one of the things I could do too, I have this tool that Ken sent me. No, we just use it for the Reliant. I bought this. It's the straight line cutting tool. So it's like you put the tape over the top, and depending on how thick you want it, you can cut straight lines with it. So I'm going to use that. Excellent. Use a tool that I haven't used in a while. I'm going to do 1 millimeter. And to use this, all I'm going to do, set it over the edge here. About that much. Grab my sharp knife. I'm going to go ahead and start at the top here. Cut my start line. Peel that off. Yeah, if I can. This tape is strong. And then at my 1 centimeter mark, I'm going to go ahead and cut down here. Pull that off to the side. And then flatten her out a little bit. Just run down every line. Not going to cut too many until I make sure that that is enough.
How you like your cutting mat?
This thing is cool, man. This is...
If you got to cut a lot of strips, they're great.
Yep. This is definitely a tool that I appreciate having. And I'm going to use my angled tweezers here. And pull that up. And a nice little strip. Is that too much? No, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and slide the DeLorean out of the way a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and grab, I think that feels pretty good. And you went about a mil back. Just like that. Oh, that's great. What a great idea, man.
Thanks. It works.
Cool. All right, so let's cut a few more of those out. That works. 1 mil is perfect. So funny is like when I'm on Facebook and in all the part work sites, the amount of times that you're mentioned.
Are you talking about like people that have sites for regarding the DeLorean?
No, just like, like on Facebook, for instance, like when people are like, yeah, I'm trying to do the Todd McWilliams mod, and it's just like, that's so funny. What you do for the community is amazing too, man. I got a bunch of these. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm going to go ahead and cut. Looks like 10 of them. Perfect. Now ready to roll. And then I'm going to cut off the very ends down here. Make sure we're all exact.
I was trying to figure out why you weren't moving. I have your video, your other stream frozen on my with YouTube paused.
Oh no!
I'm like in the wrong tab. I'm like, what? No, that's a nice touch. Yeah, I just wanted to have clamps, and this was before. I mean, Mike has metal clamps. I think he even sent you some.
No, I didn't get any of the clamps. Did I?
Yeah, you did, because he couldn't send you the wire ties. I think you got the metal clamps.
Oh yeah.
You could try one, see if you like it.
Forgot.
A little photo etch metal clamps.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They just didn't have any in that size, and so I just used metal tape because it looked like them. But yeah, you could use those if you wanted to. You gonna try one?
I'm gonna try one. I have to.
All right.
Why not?
I mean, they just weren't available at the time, so why not?
Yeah. And the stuff that he's got coming out, like all of the braided stuff and the different color pipes and tubes and everything. Man. So this is so cool. Does he have these made for him, or does he make them in-house?
I don't think he does the photo etch in-house, but I think it's made there somewhere in Britain. Yeah.
So it has the mic lane in the bottom left, and then the 1/8 scale hose clamps. Look at that. This is so cool. All right. Go ahead and get that cut off. Could use a sonic saber, but I don't want to deal with that right now. All right. Holy crap. So, look at that. All right, let's do the end of one of the black tubes here. So I'm going to go back behind this notch here. It's kind of hard to catch out in the black. There you go. So I'm just start it wherever. Run it through. And pull it tight. Oh my. Wow. We'll need a little bit of glue to hold them in place.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But
what do you think?
That is freaking awesome, dude.
Now, I wouldn't. You may want to rotate that one, so because I don't know which position that goes in under the car, or because that those go like around the engine and up to the radiator and so on.
Yeah. So this black one here, they are the ones that connect into the front of the engine.
Yeah, but the pipes underneath you can tell because the mounting posts, so you can tell where the basically the back side of the pipe is. So if you end up doing those on the, I assume you're going to use them now, right?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, why not?
Wow, dude, that like your idea is fantastic. I didn't even think about the hose clamps. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'll snip that after everything's said and done. So let me look at your instructions real fast. Where do those go? Okay. So this one is that, and this is the lower connection, and sits in like that. Okay. So I need to get some glue real fast. Where did, uh-oh. What did I do with it? Oh no. All of my little plastic thingies for glue. Oh, what did I do? Of course. I was like, no, Keith, I won't be missing anything like in the comments. I'm like, no, big deal. What did I do with those? Ah, freaking boo. All right, I got Enterprise stages behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and steal the tray from the Enterprise here for the next stage. Oops. No, there we go. I'll just put that back in there. It's fine. It's fine. It's the bottom of the hole. No one's gonna notice. Okay. So get our glue out. And we're only going to need a little bit of glue for this. So, and what I'm doing right now is putting my arm directly on my hobby knife. Dumbass.
As one does.
As one does, yep. I remember the very first stream that I was on with HTM, you decided to slit your finger with a hobby knife. I was like, oh, this is how this is going to go. Excellent. So,
yeah, that's how we do things here.
That's right. All right. Let me get, I haven't used my glue tool in a second. Let me get this cleaned up. I miss being able to burn it off, but,
Yeah, well.
It's just poison. That's all. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. All right. So I'm using the instructions, and I'm seeing the positioning that these parts are sitting in. So I want to have, it sits just like this on the engine. So what I have is the clamp sitting in the upright position. It's like this. That schmutz out of the way. I'm going to grab a little glue, just a tiny bit. I'll slide this back. Just put a little dot. Set that over and let it cure for a second. I'm going to get the second one ready here for this one. And all I was doing, as Todd mentioned, is I was paying attention to where on the motor it's going to be sitting, so I can put the top of the clamp sitting up proper.
And you might want to moved around, but just make it look interesting. But
yep.
Don says, I like the fact that Mike's coming out with wire looms. It could make future builds interesting. Yeah, it's not just part works, like just being able to have scale looms. Just
yeah. Yep. So what I'm going to do, after doing that first one, I'm going to be careful. And one of the things I'm thinking about is running this and creating a bit of a circle first. Around the outside of like a pen or something. So that I'm not like creating any weird bends.
Oh, yeah. If you have, you could bend it around the pipe itself.
I tried that and it kind of did a little bit of a weird bend on it. So I just kind of want to create, like it's overkill, but I just want to be neat about it.
Anything that's close to your X-Acto knife or screwdriver, the shaft of the screwdriver, whatever.
Yep. Just kind of pulling that through. And this one is going to be facing forward just like that. Go ahead and tighten it up. And this one is sitting just like that. Beautiful. So now, grab that spot of glue. Right in place. Slide it over. And tighten it down. And there we go. So let those dry up before I snip them off. Let's grab the next black pipe. Look to our instructions to see where this positions itself. So this goes in like this, directly on the motor. So I want to have first one be right here. And the second one right about there. Okay. Cool. And what I might do, especially for the ones that are going to go underneath the car, I mean, none of this is going to be really seen anyway. Just none of it's going to be seen anyway. What do I do? Forget, whatever. I don't care. It's all good.
It's all good, man.
Do them all. Okay, let's get 2 of these ready to go. That way I'm not taking time in between. There we are. And then using, the marker was a little fat, I agree. I'm going to use back of this. Wrap it around. Insert it into its hole. Am I right? As one does. Gonna pull it tight around the outside. You know, probably a cap on the end of my knife would be good, but we're here. There we are. I've also got photo etch tools. Hey, what? No way. Yeah, I have photo etch tools. I can actually use photo etch tools for the first time.
Excellent.
Right?
Jody's here. He says, good evening, everyone.
Hey, Jody.
He thought he missed it, but he's catching it.
Glad you're here, my friend.
Alex says, Jordan, you have a bed slinger FDM printer, right? No.
No. I have a Saturn 3 Ultra. Yeah, Saturn 3 Ultra.
He says, I asked because after another failed attempt at my clone helmet, I learned the bed had shifted out of a level by a good amount. That'll do it. Yeah, Jody says a bad amount. Alex forgot how easily it happens and how often I need to check the level between prints. Ken says, sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So that one. A little tighter. There we are. Perfect. A little bit more glue. I think I kind of popped the glue off there. There we are. And let that sit. Get the second one ready. What's the diameter of this? Go a little slightly bigger. Okay. I don't even remember when I got these photo etch tools. It was probably like over a year ago. Easy. Okay. And this isn't, it doesn't feel like cheap photo etch, like green strawberry stuff, which is nice. There we go. Yeah, that was nice. That worked well. Get it started. Let's go ahead and pull tight.
Trent says, later, guys. Great stream. Todd, Jordan, Todd. Take care, Trent.
Take care, Trent. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. And then this one goes in just like that. So let's go ahead and a little spot of glue right there. Using glue with the wrong hand is never a good idea. There we are. Very cool. I'll let those dry up. And you know what? Screw it. We're just going to go ahead and do the same for every one of these. Although I will go ahead and match these this clamp. So I'll go ahead and do another silver tape one right here. Thanks for reminding me about these. I completely forgot.
Well, I mean, you were doing the thing, and I'm like, if you only had the metal ones from Mike. Wait a minute, we did send you the metal ones from Mike.
Yeah. There we are. I mean, these are obviously infinitely easier to do, but I feel like real hose clamps is also pretty cool. And I would say that using these
camera, I want to see what they look like up close when you're done. When you got two of them on there, and what you can lay them flat, you like squeeze them flat and then put a little glue on them.
Yep, and that's what I've done here. So,
and if you haven't noticed yet, if you have anything silicone, if you've ever tried to super glue silicone, you'll notice that it doesn't stick to silicone, right?
Yeah.
It also means you can use silicone to hold down things without getting glue everywhere. So if you have like a little extra piece of cob strip or something, you can use it as a tool to hold down, like you can wrap it around and use the cob strip to hold it flat while the glue dries.
How interesting. I never thought about that. What a great idea. Okay, so here are the first ones. Let's go ahead and give this a trim up. Let's trim off the excess here. This one needs a little bit more glue. Trying to be very conservative with the glue here. This little spot. And when you're doing like the wrapped wires and stuff like that and using the wire ties, you also had to glue those in place, correct?
Oh yeah. Because those are so delicate that they will break. So I glue them in place. They don't move around. I glued where they go through each other. I glued them. That looks fantastic. Those are great.
Dude, that is amazing.
And Keith says those hose clamps are probably stainless, which is sturdier than brass. Yeah.
These, stainless for sure. Really feels sturdy. Nothing felt like it was about to fold and break and stuff like that, which is great. And then in just comparison, I mean, that looks great enough. And you have the clamps there. So I'm wondering maybe if I just do the tape on the bottom and save some of these, but what would I use them for? There's only going to be, could use them kit. Don't really need it for kit. The Subaru I could use it for sure. And I could just ask him for more. So screw it. I'm just Mike, can you send me some more? Please, sir. May I have another?
He says that looks awesome. I really think it does too. It really does look good.
Get 4 of these done here real quick. And one at a time. There we go. Very cool. All right, photo etch tool dropped. And how is that drying up? It's drying up real nice. So all I'm doing is wrapping it around, getting it threaded through its spot. I'm not doing that. It's a little bit easier holding it closer myself, so I apologize. I'll show you this in a second. Jeez. Wish there was a longer handle on this, but it's not a very big one. There we are. Just kind of squished it in my hand, but started. Oh. Oh. I have to get them over some posts. Boo! I'm gonna have to do them on this. Shit. There we are. Okay.
What'd you do?
There's this little post here at the end, and I cinched it down too tight on the photo etch tool, so I couldn't get it over the post.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to do this on the model itself, which is fine. I'll start with the bottom one down here. There. Very cool. Let's go. What's that?
I'm just confusing myself. That's all.
Story of my life.
Don says, I think model motor cars out of Florida sell similar hose clamps, but they're mostly a supplier for classic poker kits.
What'd you call me?
It's poker with a different vowel.
There we are. Might drop. No, I don't want to use any kicker. Gross. No kicker for this guy. Not today. All right, so we're just going to start it over the top here. Oh. Easier to do on the photo etch tool, but that's fine. Yeah, this is definitely fine work here, but nothing quite like what Keith does.
Dude, the stuff, crazy stuff. Ken says there's a number of companies that specialize in scale parts for model car engine upgrades. Yeah, you can buy all sorts of spark plugs and wires and distributors and the little nuts that people put on stuff. Don says true, but it depends on the scale of the model, and that's the problem I have. Is not a lot of them make 1/8 scale.
Right.
They make 18 and 24 and that stuff like that, but not as small as we need them. You know.
Or as big.
So she said.
Yep. All right. This, I unfortunately think I'm going to have to use a little bit of kicker on. Here we go. But I use my kicker in a syringe, so not that bad.
As one does.
Mm-hmm. We'll drop. That would help if that glue actually was there. I'll keep happening to it. There we go. Oh, the glue just went somewhere else where I didn't want it to go. Now a little bit of kicker. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. From the other underside. Very cool. Let's do the same thing over here. And I think we only have a couple more to make. Yeah. You did not do it on the end of this bracket here, I don't think. Let me take a look at that. Did you? No, you did not do it on the end of the bracket there. Okay. Yeah, so there's only a couple more to make. All right, that's fine. Perfect. Let's get back up here to the top of my instructions. So I start at the top and I know what I'm doing. Now that I know where everything's going, and then this one, when we install it, so that's the bottom. That's the top. Got it. Right? No. Let's take a look at where that's going to go. So, like this, up. Yep. Angled up. Yep. Okay, just like this. Yep, I got it in the right direction. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting my directionality correct. For these, I want to have the clamps kind of off to the side a little bit. So when we trim that off, you can catch the side of the clamp. So just trying to position them properly. So do the same thing here. All right, over the top. There we are. Wish these would pull just like a zip tie. Unfortunately, you kind of have to like do it with 2 hands while holding the model somehow. So I'm doing it up against me. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit on camera what I'm doing. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. There we go. So that's going to be positioned just like that. So we'll get our glue on at the end. Let's get the other one done. One more. This is great. Glad we got to be able to do a Mike Lane mod today in this live stream.
It's always good when there's a Mike Lane involved, right? I mean, you know.
That's right. All right, last one on this one. Oh, no, did I pull too tight? I shouldn't have. Just perfect. There it is. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, Johnny. There it is. Okay. Oh, no. In the little move that I just made, I just pulled off one of them. Jeez Louise. My only knock is that gluing these in place is a bit of a challenge because I'm trying not to use too much glue. Where'd my tool go? Did it drop? I always lose my glue tool. All right. I don't want to use too much to mess up the paint. But I think in this case, we're going to need to use a little bit extra. Line that up properly. And a little bit of kicker. And that should hold it in. Okay. Now back to where we were. Okay. That one is installed. Just need to finish bending it around the corner. There we are. And then grab the one that kind of fell around here. Just like that. I'm going to angle these off. Just like so. And I intentionally put these going in opposite directions because that's something that I will do when I work on cars. There we are. So, perfect. Little bit of glue. Get it positioned.
Oh, look who's here.
Uh-oh. Eric, you missed me singing earlier.
Yeah, he really did. He really did sing.
I did. I sang a whole song. My song. All right, I'm going to let this one dry for a second so I don't mess with anything over here. Let's go ahead and go back to the second one that I created and trim off our hose ends. I'll show you guys what that turned out like. And this one kind of goes in like that. So you got one on the top there and then one kind of sitting off at the top of the bend. That turned out great. These are awesome, man. This is really, really cool. All right. Make 2 more real fast. we work on getting these installed. And then after that, what time is it? It's 3:11. So after I get these installed and get the bottom plate installed, we should be pretty good. So we'll probably finish up this stage. This was a lot of modding that I wasn't expecting to do, but I'm glad to have done, actually. This was pretty awesome here. And did they want us to set up the stream for them? Is that something they want us to do?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
It didn't sound.
People were planning on not doing a stream tonight.
I think that they're just taking the day off now at this point.
Sounds good. Okay. I just want to make sure before we finish up so we can create it before we bounce out. So I'll grab 2 more here. And I'm going to go ahead and put away my photo etch tools here, as I wound up just not using it. And stomach's starting to growl here. I ate before stream, but as one does, I got hungry again. All right, those 2 are out. Hose clamps are done. I really, really like that. That is so cool. And we're going to work on
Ken
this
says
part.
happy Thanksgiving to all his American friends.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir. What are your plans for tomorrow, actually?
They already had their Thanksgiving. They don't get to intrude on ours.
No, I know. I'm talking to you.
Oh, me? I'm going to go see
Yeah.
my mom and my sister.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Kat and I are going to go drive out to the ocean tomorrow. Been doing that for about the entire time we've been together, pretty much. Like about 5 years now we've done this. They have a she got a comped room out there, so we're going to be able to stay for free. We have a room overlooking the ocean, actually, which is really nice. Yeah, really surprised. They're giving her $125 in free play, which is insane. And they have a hotel, or excuse me, they have a restaurant there, and they have like a Thanksgiving dinner, and which is really good. But if you don't like get a reservation or whatever, the backup plan is to get you get a all you can eat crab dinner as the consolation prize. So no matter what, you win. So yeah, that's going to be the kind of the plan, and then we're gonna drive around, go up 101 for a little while, see how far we can get before it gets too late. So it's gonna be the plan for tomorrow and Friday. And coming home on Saturday morning. All right. Did I make that too small? I did. All right. So there's that. Now that I got a bit of a hang of it, I know what to do next time. So fairly easy to do once you know what you're doing. A little bit of glue on there. Hold it in place.
But do you know what you're doing?
I mean, this is me, so I say that I know what I'm doing, and really what it means is that I think that I know what I'm doing. I want to go look over at the camera over there. I think I know what I'm doing, but you know, that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's go ahead and trim off our ends here, the ones that have been finished. Get that trimmed up. Press down.
Eric's asking if the slotty gambler returns.
I I don't honestly think that she will make content. She's not here, so I can just say this. The gambling has become a problem, and she's got it figured out. No, she doesn't have it figured out. She's got a bit of a problem, and we're working through it. And the only time that we have fought in our entire relationship has been about going to the casino. Like, we're not going like as often, but she still wants to go often, and she'll just stay out too damn late, man. Like, it just sucks. And so, like, she's not losing as much money as she was, but like the thing with the creating the content is she felt like she was losing every time that she was recording, and it wasn't real. But gamblers are really superstitious, and so she felt like every time she was recording she'd lose, and so she kind of lost interest in it. And so it sucks, but because I will say that her channel was taking off in a hurry, and it's just not going to happen. So it kind of sucks. But I keep I'm like, you should record some of this so you can actually like have YouTube pay for, your gambling. But she doesn't want to set up the camera, and to be honest with you, I also don't want to hold the camera for hours.
No, I mean, you got to commit to it.
Yeah, exactly. And unless you're posting winning content, it's very fickle. Like, model building is one thing, like everyone supports other model builders and stuff like that. In gambling, no one's going to watch if you're losing, and unfortunately she was losing when she was recording. And so,
well, wait a minute, that's not entirely true.
No, she did win quite a bit.
It's real gambling. I mean,
yes,
people should know that you do lose. If you play long enough, you lose everything.
Yep.
That's how slots are. But it's a lot of it comes from just, you got to have the personality. If you have the personality for it, and you can do anything.
Comments are saying weird things right now.
Yeah, they're talking about licking, and they're assaulting the like button. But if the like button likes it, if it consented, that looks so good. I like how you have some going one way and some going a different way, and
yep, and at angles and stuff like that. Like, it just kind of wanted to make it look realistic for how people.
And because you can't, you might be able to use even just a little aluminum tape on where the bracket is, because that's another. It looks like a hose.
Right here.
Maybe use the tape there just to make it look like that, since that's just another hose.
Yeah.
Or you can just count it just a black bracket that holds in pipe. Who cares?
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do there. But yeah, I mean, those
look fantastic.
They really do. Like that. Such a detail. I'm like, get close. I mean,
Jordan.
It's ribbed for your pleasure, So
wow. That's really good.
Okay, so let's get to installation.
Oh, Jody says get her a GoPro for Christmas.
I've already bought her gift for her. So that's a great idea. Yeah, I can't afford that, unfortunately. I am broker than a joke right now. So yeah, no, that's a great idea. I'll have to think about that. It's about 6 months for her birthday. I don't know. That's a great idea, though. Let me tell you. That's Jody using the old thinking cap. All right. But yeah, to kind of circle back, she just kind of like gambling and videoing it. Like, if I were to do it, she would do it. And so that's something to think about. And to be honest, I really struggle with being bored at the casino. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, because I don't gamble. Like, I can't afford to gamble. So I'm there to support her. Like, Saturday afternoons are tough. Like, it's just I lose a bunch of time, and like I just don't. I don't know. They've been tough for me lately because I just go and I'm there to support her and make sure she's not losing her ass. But it's one of those things where I get so bored, and so there's something to that, actually. Okay, So let's get into. I'm gonna need to put those over these pipes over the top of that plate that I painted. So let's see how this is doing. Oh, and gotta love Tamiya primer. It's dry and ready to roll. So
Surprised it took that long.
I honestly, it's probably been dry for a little while. So I'm gonna hold this like this. We're going to go ahead and set this. It's equal ladder on both sides. Perfect. Just like that over the top. This thing is heavy, and I don't want to try to hold it with one hand, so I'm going to go ahead and balance it on something real fast. Prop it up front, and then let's go back to the previous stage real quick. And we are going to secure that in place with 2 BM screws. 2 bowel movement screws. Every time. Every time. I can't not. I'm just like, yeah, BM, bowel movement. Because I am a child. And we're going to do this too. Oh, starting at the back, I see. And this is keyed, so there is a little post right here that matches up with that post. And it needs to get pressed in there and make sure it's lined up.
Eric says, I read that as get her a grope for Christmas. Well, that's good.
I every day. I get her a grope every day. Like, she doesn't. She also likes to grope me. You know, hey, you know, it works.
She doesn't grope you. She frobs you.
That's true. She's turned into a creepy ass old man though of late, man. Like, she'll just come up and she'll grab me up here and then grab my ass and be like, ass and titties. That's all she says is ass and titties over and over again.
Oh.
And you know,
All right, then.
you can't. It only wants what? Why it's only 2?
Eric says BM screws are an Ian.
Oh, it's true. All right, so it says this will only fit the correct way. Be sure to attach the rear end only. The front will be secured later. Got it. Okay. I was like, we don't need to do that. All right. So I'm going to keep this upside down for a second, as I think in the next stage we're going to start upside down, possibly.
No, keep it upside down. You're done with this stage. Oh, are you? Oh, no. The next stage is the water pipes. Are you on 30?
I am on 30 now. Yep.
Yeah, you should be putting the pipes in. Yeah.
Yep. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to have to flip it back over.
Yeah, there's aluminum fins that use the rear holes. So save your.
Got it. Oh, the ones that I need to paint aluminum still. That's right. I need to paint those aluminum. And
they really are aluminum. They're aluminum heat shields. They really do exist on the car.
Got it. So did you find, I guess the question in all your research, like how faithful to the frame and the body and everything is this model? Like,
they're very good.
I get, okay, sweet. Because I know this is the proper Peugeot motor. Like, I took a look at images of it and everything. Like, it's a proper Peugeot, and like the frame. This is what the frame looks like. This is what do they call this? Is this an X frame? Is that what they call it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of. I was curious. Like, I mean, like why the detail? And so that's awesome. I love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn the DeLorean over, and having the center plate to grab it by the way, is fantastic. Okay. So we are going to grab one of these pipes. We have 2 of these smaller ones. Let's put everything all together. There we go. We're going to grab this pipe right here. And it is going to connect in right here. Pressing it in. And then it's going to hook up right there. So this is going to go in with a JM screw. Very good. Now, God, we're going to be turning this thing over. There's a stage coming up where we have to turn it over like 8 or 9 times.
Oh, yeah. There's more than one of those. You're going to have a lot of those.
I remember you make note at some point. You're like, "This is the last stage where we have to turn this thing over." And is it the way? Like, I haven't done too many cars, so is it like this all the time? Like, where you're having to turn the car over and all of
Yep.
that stuff? Okay, so
Yeah,
very cool.
That's pretty common because you got to get top screws and then you need to get bottom screws, and that's why when when we were at Mike's shop, we talked about him creating like an engine dolly, but it held cars. Something that you could clamp onto the car in various ways, and then it would rotate the car over and over, 100,
Yep.
like a rotisserie.
That makes a
And he's
lot
like,
of sense.
"That's a good idea."
Yep, that makes a lot of sense to me.
So if you're going to have to flip the car over and over and over again, it would be mounted and secured, and you could work on it.
Okay, so actually, I got this right the first time. I literally set it in the exact spot that it needs to go. I don't know how I did that, but I
do
did
that.
it. I don't know, but sure. Like I'm like, okay, that looks like that's where that goes, and then all of the posts just lined up exactly where I needed it to go. So hey, when I don't try,
look at those clamps. Don't they look good there?
Like I almost want to take off the tape one, but I'll just leave it because I don't want to do them again. I've already put them away. We're good. All right, 2 FP screws, and I have this balanced on top of my Q-tip dispenser here. And then I have a tape thing up here securing the front so it's not going to fall. And then we're going to use 1 AM screw down here at the very end where it connects in. Let's go ahead and slide this forward a little bit so you guys can see what's up. This one connects in. Can you even see it? Right here. It's kind of it's hidden behind right there. So there's a screw post right there. Don't center of gravity it properly. We're good. And this needs to be pulled just back a little bit. Thankfully, it's plastic, so we can do that. Excellent. That's put in place. Now we're going to go ahead and turn it over again.
They're having a whole conversation. And
Are they?
oh yeah.
Oh, I see Jack Meoff. Oh, geez. Who's Meoff? And
Love you
why
long.
Jack? You guys. All right. So now we're going to start working back here at the engine. So let's go ahead and turn this around. And looks like connecting into the front of the water pump right here and going over into this connection that we just made. We're going to grab not this one, but this one. Now this is going to go in. I wonder if the side camera will pick up what I'm doing. Nope, wrong one. Now let's zoom in. That's the beauty of this one here. I need to get it targeted up on that spot. That was one of the things Todd and I were talking about
Mm-hmm.
on before the stream started. Didn't have a chance to fix that, but
And then you didn't do it.
nope, of course not. Now, I do apologize. The CX405 is not as clear as the ZV1, of course, but this is more than fine. Dude, I like being able to have this angle. This is awesome. Sorry. All right. So there is a little a lug recipient post right there, we shall call it. Yes. This is going to fit in over the top of the water pump. and then is going to sit on top and clip in to what we just installed. Oh, and I gotta say that those are badass. The way the clamps look on there. Oh, it looks so real, especially with that one with a little tab that kind of folded over to the right there. That is fantastic. Oh, I love it. And we're going to use one AP screw for that. So would you believe we need to turn this over again? And in the next episode that I record, I'm going to show the fix of the broken, what do you call it, magnet. I was messing with it and it pulled it off. I didn't use enough glue. I tend to be a little liberal with glue, and so or conservative, excuse me. I need to be a little bit more liberal with glue. All right, so that just sits there. It doesn't need to get screwed in. I see. So literally, it's just a press fit connection that sits in place. I see. Would you recommend using glue for this, Todd, at all, or no? We good? No, I think we're fine. Yeah, cool.
No, as long as it stays in place.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's kind of forced in there. It's not going to fall out, but
yeah. So we're going to grab the left S pipe, and that's the one that's going to be curving in.
Did you just say ass pipe?
Yes, sure. S pipe. Why not? And we're going to use an AP screw to go ahead and get that secured. I didn't know we were talking about culos today. And then hold in the model just in case. Let's secure that one down. Excellent. Oh, you guys don't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. Back over here. So that went right here. What would be cool, and I've thought about this, like having a producer, like say I had you remote into my computer so that you could actually control my cameras.
Well, I was thinking about that. I was trying to think about like what that would be like with like Wayne, right?
Yeah.
But that's all you'd have to be able to do. I mean, that's how you'd have to do it. You'd have to set up some kind of like a team viewer or something that you could control the other computer.
Yep. Yeah, I've thought about that. I was just like, man, how could you do that? Oh, one thing I did miss here, and you did make a note about this. Yes. All right. You did make a note about this. There is a little post that this water pipe goes into, and I did not hook that in first. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in to its receiving hole, which is not exactly the easiest thing to do here. Come on now. There it is. There we go. Get that lined up properly.
Eric says, giving Todd remote access is a fantastic idea. I can imagine the trolling that he would pull off. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, it's like we're going to turn this thing over again, as we do. And we're going to turn towards here. And we're going to grab okay, so that did connect in, and I'm just going to go ahead and press it in a little bit more. There we go. All right. It's not the closest connection, and it's tight, and it's fine. I don't care. Whatever. We're going to grab the Y pipe right here. And this one is going to go in here and here, and then mount up right here. So these ones were fairly easy to connect into. Oh, there we go. There it is. Nice press fit connection. Just like that. And then we're going to use our other JM screw. There it is. Excellent. Now, would you believe we're about to turn this thing over again? So, grab it. Turn it over. Get our props in place. It's just a little short over here, and this is more to make sure that I don't push it down forward. Okay, now we're going to grab the other long pipe here. And this one heading back towards here. No. So this connects in right there and faces out. Okay, there we go. So slide that in. Where does that connect in? Oh, we're going to connect in with this black piece here on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and use 2 more FP screws. And balance the model. And then back here, let's go ahead and slide it forward a little bit here. Once again, you're not going to be able to see it behind here, but we're going to be attaching that with another screw, and I believe that's going to be an AM based on what we had done before, and I am correct. Like when that all makes sense. So put that in place. And there we go. Excellent. And we're going to turn the chassis over again.
You gonna be okay, man?
No, I'm doing a workout, and you guys are watching me do a workout, and it's very uncomfortable. I might start sweating, you know, because I am sweaty. All right. So we're going to go ahead and switch back over to the side camera over. God, I get these buttons right. So this is going to connect in right here to the tube that we just installed. Push it up. And then right below the water pump, so we have the, I'm not sure which is the intake or the exhaust side for the water. It's maybe both sides, actually. I'm not sure. So, and then just kind of click.
I think in a radiator it goes from the bottom up.
Yeah. So in this case, I don't know. This will be, yep, this is the return. So this is the return side. And get that in there. I might actually get this one down in here first. And this is a bit of a tricky connection here. Don't know why. Is it because of the hose clamp? Is it because of the hose clamp? I'm going to go ahead and open this up just a little bit more. Use my hobby knife and kind of open the hole up a little bit more. Am I right? I might turn the car towards me so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. There we go. Yep, just had to look and see what was happening there. And then connect that up. And those hose clamps really do look great on there. That is fantastic. Wow, I love it. All right. Jordan. Buttons, buttons, buttons. And I think we're going to have to turn it over again. God. Yeah, I think this is the stage, actually, where we're turning it over just a shitload of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to grab our last little hose connection here.
He says no.
Nice. Yeah, it does turn out great. So in the tube that we connected first, or in the hose that we connected first, there's a little post that we want to get this put where the mounting lug is. We're going to go ahead and slide that in there first. Find the hole. There we go. Perfect. And then one AP screw. And I think that is all of our parts for today. 4 stages. And a pretty decent mod there. It took a little bit to get that done.
Yep. Now, for the 2 screws in the actually in the pipes, I think I painted them a bright aluminum. And you do have an aluminum paint pen that would probably match that really well.
So for these ones right here?
Just the 2 that are in the pipe. No, not the ones holding the pipes. The 2 that you just did that connect the 2 pipes together. Yeah, I made those bright silver.
Perfect. Let me grab that for her.
I think in the AK it's just aluminum.
Yep.
Because there's an aluminum and a dark aluminum. Yep, that one's real bright. So Ken says, "Great job, great jorb, great job, Jordan."
Great jorb. Thanks, Ken. Oh yeah, dude.
It's a very bright silver, so I thought that would probably work really well for hiding those screws.
It matches.
There you go,
dude.
And then the 4 in the middle, I just used the regular color.
Fantastic. So let's go ahead and get all of our screw holes taken, or screw heads taken care of, and we will call it a stream today. Yeah, this is fun. I like doing part works. What's that?
Yeah, you still enjoying it? Got all your pipes in, your radiators in?
Love it. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this build, man. This is such... I don't know. I don't know if it's just because of the DeLorean or what, but like there's something about this that just it's such a fun model to build. And
well, and you think about it, everything you've done except for I think in the like the second issue or something where you do the Mr. Fusion.
Yeah.
Right? But you do like his let's see, you do the thing. Yeah, in issue 4 you do the plutonium reactor, but from then on, everything else you've done, and you just finished what, stage 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, that's all stock DeLorean.
Yeah,
you haven't done anything Back to the Future really.
No,
other than Mr. Fusion 1 issue, all you've been doing is building a stock DeLorean. So.
Yep, exactly. You know, and that's the thing. That's the whole plan for this was to basically, you know, batch build all the wheels. You ain't Buck. Is this the Twilight Zone? Right? I know. We're not. I guess no Woody Wednesday stream tonight.
No. I guess Buck said no. So.
Yep. So yeah, but like you know, like doing the wheels all as one assembly, doing the frame is all like one episode, one assembly, and then doing a few episodes. I thought I could build the entire engine in one episode, and I would. No, it took me a good solid 3 hours to build and mod and do all the stuff. And so I got 3 episodes out of the engine build, and then there's basically probably like another 4 or 5 stages left after this before we start working on the internal stuff. So it's kind of perfect. Like I like to having the stream in here. I think it's a blast actually to be able to build some of this stuff on stream because I'm not restricted by anything. It doesn't really matter. And to be able to wait for all the mods and wait for the things from Mike to come kind of gives that time and like gets enough, just enough traction. Like I have like one more thing to do and then I can kind of put this away for a little while I focus on building some other things. I need to get the Enterprise fixed. I need to get, or not fixed, but finished. I need to get the Falcon finished. So likely next week, we're going to see the Falcon make its return to stream as well as we go ahead and get closer and closer. Oh, I thought my phone was about to ring. The folding wheels aren't stocked. Yeah, it's true. And this one has a broken magnet in it. I did my own custom magnetic wheel mod that you'll see in one of these episodes coming up. And it broke because I need to use.
Did you already put them in or no?
I did, yeah. So, and you guys will see it in there. And then this one, I just one of the magnets popped out, so it's kind of weak right now. But yeah, no, the magnetic wheels turned out great. I went ahead and sent Mike the specifications just in case he wanted to make that as something he can offer. But yeah, I mean, overall, this has been a fantastic build from just building a car perspective. I've built kit all the way up through, I think, mid 50s. I'm 54, I think, is where I'm at right now on kit, but I'm still missing the engine. There's still entire parts of the engine that I haven't installed. I haven't done, there's still so much of kit that I need to build, and I'm missing 11 stages of it. And just to be able to build this in different components and different subsections all the way up until the Doc Brown stuff, until the sci-fi stuff, has been a lot of fun. And just being able to mod it and do things here and there has been fantastic. And, once again, you did such a fantastic job on this, Todd, that, it's hard to, not do the work and then you immediately see the results. It's something simple, but this isn't just one big black piece, because that's basically all this would be, if you didn't paint the frames and all that. So, like I said, man, this is a fantastic build, and I was really glad to be able to bring this to you guys today and kind of work through some mods. I never would have thought about the clamps, and I'm glad. The little pieces of silver tape would have been perfect, but I got to say that the clamps are just even better. So, without you, wouldn't have gotten that done. So, otherwise, that's what I got. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so for all of you out there, happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for all of you that tune in to me every single week, watch my videos, support, chat with me, do all the things. I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't care if it wasn't for you guys. And so I'm really grateful and thankful for all of you in this community. And I hope tomorrow you guys all have a fantastic time with your friends and family. Eat too much food, enjoy yourselves, and take a little break from life. And I hope most people have a good little weekend coming up. Being on vacation myself this has just been glorious. So as for the rest of the week, I have the next episode of, what am I going to have on Friday? I think it's going to be the Falcon. The episode where I'm painting the Millennium Falcon outside is going to be, Donnie, I've been going for 2 hours and 50 minutes and I might have to poop just a little bit.
You were singing to your own song earlier off camera. You can probably poop off camera too.
That's very true. Just it comes out and everything's good. Thank you, Alec. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so the next episode on Friday that coming out will be the episode where I paint the Millennium Falcon. That's a pretty cool episode. Thank you, Jody. I really appreciate you, sir. And I'll reach out to you later with the things we were talking about earlier. But otherwise, and then on Sunday we'll have I'll be on stream, or on Sunday I'll be on stream. I will not be on HGM stream on Friday as I'll be out of town. Take care, Ken. And then the next episode of The Reliant will be out on Monday. So otherwise, Todd, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you producing tonight. And I'm really thankful for you, your friendship, and everything that you do for the community. You're an amazing human being, and so thank you. Really appreciate you, sir. Right? Otherwise, that's what I got for you guys today, and I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today, and instead you spent almost 3 hours watching me build this model.
Who the hell
And he
cares?
derails me. And I think that's pretty damn cool. Guys, have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. Like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world, wherever you happen to be. And just remember, if you're going to build a time machine, why not do it with some style? Good night, everybody.
All right.